Hey, it's Davis, and right now let's get into the 5 easiest ways to lower and control your blood sugar when you're sick. So as you can probably tell, I'm making this because obviously not only am I sick, I end up getting the bug going around. So let's just get right to the juice, okay? Like right to the cheese, man. So tip number one that you definitely want to do is you're gonna want to take advantage of it. And here's what I mean, right? So like right now, I'm sick. Started actually getting sick yesterday, and it didn't really hit me until like yesterday. I was just kind of like plugging around. I'm doing this whole like 21-day blood sugar challenge. By the way, if you haven't signed up, I'm actually showing people, how I'm able to easily control my blood sugar, 100% free, 21-day blood sugar challenge. I do it with you. So yeah, you can go ahead and sign up below. But anyway, number one is take advantage of it. And what I mean by that is, again, like I was working on stuff and I totally forgot that I ate. You know what I mean? And I didn't really feel hungry and all this other stuff. And what I mean by that is we all know that intermittent fasting can be one of the hands down the most powerful tools that we can ever use as type 2 diabetics, right? Why? Because if we have like high blood sugars, right, not eating anything, whether we're even just like taking a shower or sitting on the toilet, even if we're just laying still, like that energy has to come from somewhere, right? And it's a really easy way just by like not eating to put our body in a position where it now has to like go ahead and burn out a lot of that and bring down a lot of those excess sugars. Okay, so as goofy as it sounds, most folks are going to tell you that, but yeah, if you're not hungry, take advantage of that. Okay, number two is going to be to hydrate. Okay, so like one of the biggest things that I found out for me, and you'll probably do the same things, if you're not hungry, you're usually not thirsty. In fact, it kind of feels gross when you like eat or drink, right? At the same time, we all know as type 2 diabetics, we gotta stay hydrated. If we actually start to not hydrate, it shows in our blood sugar numbers, right? If you're like really used to testing and stuff like that, probably already see that all the time. So, and if you're not, by all means, you can always test yourself. But if you don't, just go ahead and just, make sure that you're getting in your water, okay? Like water. Yeah, I can't begin to tell you just how much or just how powerful that is. Yesterday, if you actually, I'll put a link in the video here now, is that if you see day two's video, I actually tested myself. And I didn't eat anything. It was maybe like 2 or 3 or something like that, or 2:30. My blood meter's off by an hour or whatever. So, anyways, I did that and I looked down like, oh yeah, hey, 105 or something like that, which for being sick and not getting sleep, was not bad. It's like maybe if you put like a A1C scale, it's like a 5.2, 5.3 or something like that, right? And I'm 100% drug free. But what I didn't realize is that, dude, that's like 2:30 in the day. Like I probably woke up like a lot higher than that. Okay, and one of the easiest ways I probably could have solved that is to hydrate, whether it be last night because I haven't been drinking much water at all. So, anyways, hydrate. Don't want to like beat a dead horse, whatever. But yeah, you got this. Hydrate. Okay. Number three is to use some of these herbs that work well for type 2 diabetics. One of the easiest ways, especially when we're sick, is to drink sage tea. Okay, I'll put a link in the thing below. Sage has a metformin-like effect for type 2 diabetics. Okay, and so yeah, by using sage tea helps us get a hold of our blood sugars, helps us bring those things down. At the same time, obviously help clear up the nose, take it a little easier on the throat or whatever. But yeah, put sage in your tea. Okay, sage tea. I love that stuff, and it totally helps. I use sage all the time in all kinds of different foods. Salad dressing, if you want that recipe, I'll put that below too. And that's that. Okay, cool. So number four is going to be, be sure to take your meds. Okay. Number four is to be sure to take your meds. And I know that sounds like super, obvious or whatever, but dude, you'd be surprised, like, whenever we're sick, right? So if we're sick, if we sleep bad, if we're dehydrated, any of this other stuff, or even if we're stressed out, right? Like even just those four, every single one of those can spike our blood sugar, throw it crazy, right? So yeah, make sure that you are taking your meds. And that's coming from a guy that that doesn't have to take medication or whatever. But yeah, if you're taking medication, please make sure that you take your medication, because the last thing you want to do is go through like a hard time and like make it even rougher on yourself. You don't have to, right? And then number five is going to be rest. Okay, rest. And obviously, not only does it make sense to help us drive our blood sugar by driving down our cortisol levels, right? We want to drive down that hormone, that stress hormone. At the same time, we want to be able to recoup. We want to be, well rested. We also obviously want to just get out of being sick. I hate being sick. I'm one of these guys where, man, if I could just, give a leg or whatever, just to not be sick, like I do it in a heartbeat. I just hate the feeling. You know what I mean? I hate being all whatever. So Anyways, I absolutely hope that serves you well. If you want to see, here, let me just show you something. Check this out. So I'm working on this really cool write-up. Check this out, right? So if you haven't seen it, if you actually can get a copy of it, by joining the 21-day blood sugar challenge, it's the it's the A1C fast track guide. But anyways, check this out. We cover all kinds of stuff from like paleo into Whole30. Obviously, there's Mediterranean and like a highlighter trick that I use to kind of like help me shortcut dieting whatsoever. Obviously, you see keto there, vegan. We cover a lot of different things. Obviously, a lot of different similarities that you're going to see within these foods. I actually get into the work of certain doctors, like their books and like the foods that they use. The differences and even like some of the different similarities that they have with foods that lower blood sugar, foods that help lower bad cholesterol, foods that help fight like inflammation, hit cancer. We cover all kinds of really cool stuff. Even like when I went from like checking like macros and ketones versus like blood sugar. We get also into even why different diets had actually like blown up in my face. Like how and why I've had to go back and how to easily make them work without have to work. I even show you some of my body scans and how I'm able to easily lose fat. Like with carb timing. So anyway, if any of this stuff sounds cool to you, you can get it for free. At the 21-day blood sugar link below. All right, have a nice day.